Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Jonah from Spotlight, and I'm super excited to be here with you all. Before we get started, please hop in the comments. Let me know that you're here, that you can hear and see me all right. Let me know where you're tuning in from, something you're excited to learn today. And also feel free at any point to let me know if there's challenges you are having, whether it's with the Teachable platform or building courses or just as a creator in general. And also, if you have any questions along the way, please drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as we go. But if I don't get to them right away, I'm not ignoring you. I've set aside time at the end where I can get to any questions I miss during the presentation. And also, just if you're tuning in for the first time to Spotlight today, or you haven't caught some of the past events, please go to the Spotlight YouTube channel. You can just search Spotlight by Teachable. We've been spending the whole last month building events, helping you get your curriculum together, your online courses figured out, helping you launch coaching products, how to write copy, all these things that entrepreneurs in the modern age need if they're going to launch a successful online business. So it's great to be seeing some people tuning in from New Jersey, from Cincinnati, from Washington State. I just moved from Washington. I miss it a lot, but it's awesome to see all of you here today. And also, don't do it right now because we want to get into the event. But don't forget to check out all the additional resources that we provided in the description. We have a link to sign up for a new Teachable account if you're not a member there. And we also have a link to the Spotlight mini course, which we just launched, how to establish your internet home base on Teachable in 5 days. It's a 5-day challenge to get you with a homepage with a lead capture form so you can start collecting leads as quick as possible, start growing your audience. But today we are going to be diving into the topic of getting your first students, specifically your first 5 to 10 students. Once you have a bit of curriculum, or if you have coaching, you have a problem that you know how to solve for your customers and you're ready to start solving it, one of the hardest part is getting your first 5 students or your first 5 customers. It requires you to really check your ego, start reaching out, be comfortable with failure because you're going to get a lot of no responses. But ultimately, you have to get that first group of students through your curriculum so that you know what's valuable, what isn't, start getting feedback, and get yourself out of the vacuum of just creating alone in your own space. Because although you can do that, you have no proof that the transformation you're promising is real. And you also don't get feedback until you're already in sales. It's so much more valuable to get that feedback, start that student teacher interaction as early as you can so that you can start developing curriculum that you truly know solves those problems you're promising to solve for people. So, everyone, please hop in the comments. Let me know kind of what stage you're at. Do you have a course? Are you offering coaching products? Are you just starting out and interested in taking your knowledge and turning it into an online business? I want to know where everybody is at so I can make sure to address any issues depending on where you are in your process or where you are on that path. And once again, please go back to those old events if anything I'm referencing seems new or doesn't make sense. We've done a lot of work to line up all of those events to get you on track. But let's dive in today. And just catching up. Yeah, super awesome to have everyone here. It looks like Carrie and Edwin are just starting out. This is an awesome place to be and offering clarity coaching sessions. Awesome. Awesome. So it sounds like we got everything from people just starting to already offering coaching. This is a great place to be if you're watching this event, because I'm going to try and give you some really actionable tools that you can use to start getting that first group of students and building your business while getting paid along the way. So let's dive in. At this point, you should have validated your idea. So, whether it's a coaching product, a course product, or just your general business plan or idea, at this point, you should have validated that idea. If you need any help doing that, these are 2 of the past events we did that are specifically geared to that. In both of these events, I talk about using students or exterior elements to help you validate that your idea and the transformation that your offering is valuable and powerful and that you can follow through with it, and also that it's a bite-sized chunk that you can actually manage. Often creators try and take on too much too early, and it leads you to roadblock after roadblock. Rather than getting things out there, you can always refine as you go. So I'm a big proponent of biting off what you can chew and putting it out there and then refining over time. So screenshot this if you need to. You can go search both of these in the Spotlight YouTube channel or on the Spotlight website, spotlightapp.io. These are, we talk about validating your idea in a bunch of events, but these two events were specifically built to help you do that. There's a lot of valuable information in there. But now, when it comes to getting your first group of students, what we're really doing at the core of it is we're validating your business. You know, you have a good idea. You've proven the curriculum or at least the transformation that you're promising. Now it's time to validate, can you make money off of it? And I'm going to be talking about the validation of money a lot here. I want us to get comfortable with that idea. We're not trying to be greedy. We're not trying to just milk our students for everything they got. But beyond someone saying they're interested in something, someone actually paying for it is how we validate an actual business idea beyond just a good idea. Because a good idea on its own is not just a valid business idea. You have to pair a good idea with good execution and with the right market to figure that out. So today we're talking about validating your business by getting that first group of 5 to 10 students, and the measurement is ultimately money in the bank. That's going to come up a few times today. Now, when you're going to validate your business and get that first group of students, it's a little more than just market demand. You need to have your mind in the right place about the right customers. You need to know their problems. You need to understand the problem clearly and how you can solve it. You need to understand the market, not necessarily just the demand, but what the market you're in looks like. Is there enough opportunity for you to get out there, but are you also niche enough for you to be seen? Often people are going into a space that's too big for them to be seen, or they're going too niche and there's just not enough opportunity there for them. So being able to get that first group of 5 students is a good indicator of what your ability and opportunity is within your market. And really often it's not about finding a different market or a different product. It's around how do you cater and present your products to the market so that you stand out and can take advantage of the opportunities that are there. And the last thing you're going to need is the right mindset. Too often, early on, creators are focused on themselves. You think, oh, I have a great idea, or I would want this product, so I'm going to go put it out there. You know, like I like fidget spinners, so I'm going to start a fidget spinner drop shipping company. The problem with that kind of starting with yourself focus as a mindset is that you're not actually thinking about the other person and trying to solve the problems. So you're gonna have to get in the mindset continually of thinking of others, not yourself, and solving their problems. So I just want to catch up real quick. It looks like we got quite a few people currently beta testing Talk About Talk. That's awesome. Talk About Talk, I've seen you in a few events, and specifically the one we did about beta testing. Super happy to see you here. Janice has an online course that they've been offering for a little over a year, small mailing list, and my class enrollment has been really small currently too. Okay, great, Janice. So it's super awesome. You have those products. I hope that you're going to get some actionable tools out of this so you can start reaching out and get some more students in there. Once you get a few people in your course, in your products, it can really start exponentially growing as you solve those problems for people. They're going to go tell other people about it. And then Carol says, I have several courses developed but not published. New to Teachable, planning to professionalize coaching. Awesome. Carol, that's super rad. I'm glad you've built those courses. I highly encourage you to stay for this event, get what you can, start getting students into your courses. You can always make things better. So it's really valuable to get that stuff out there, start publishing, and get that feedback. You'll always be able to make it better over time. But really happy to see a variety of people here, a bunch of people just starting out. Let me know right off the bat if you've tried to get students and are struggling. It sounds like Janice has struggled a little bit with enrollment and stuff. There's a bunch of different approaches, but today we are going to be talking very hands on. This is not a general marketing. We're talking about direct relationships with potential students. So I want you to know that this is not some hack to go out there and just get a bunch of traffic to your website or anything like that. We're talking about creating really personal relationships with those first 5, 10 students so that you can build that core group that are really, really going to go out there and champion your brand, help you refine your curriculum, and prove the transformation that you're promising. And once again, at the end of the day, the measure of this is money in the bank. And it's not because we're trying to be this greedy guy and just try and make $1 million or any of that. It's because if you get payment for your courses, for your coaching from students, it means you did it. It means you actually sold a product that people love and relate with and and are happy to pay for. So it means you provided clarity. It means you understood the problem people are facing. It means you proved your value. You know how to solve that problem. And then you promised the transformation. You committed to solving the problem and then you delivered. When you have money in the bank for your products, your coaching or course products, that means you did it. So, once again, I'm not continuing to hammer down the money aspect in some big get rich scheme or anything like that. It's simply because it is the measure of the value of your business. It means that your idea that you've worked so hard to turn into a coaching product or curriculum or worked on with students is a viable business. It's not just a good idea. So that's what we're talking about today, continually, as we talk about getting these first few students. The measure that we have to keep in mind is money in the bank. It can be small, it can be $10 a person, all the way up to hundreds of dollars a person, but we have to be validating that people will actually pay for this. If you want to start a nonprofit and give away education and that's your model, that's fantastic. That's not what we're talking about today, because today we're interested in validating a business model. So, in order to get these first few students, though, you're going to need a value statement, a quick and easy way to reach out to potential students that communicates what you're doing, the transformation you're promising, what it costs, and what their time commitment is. We've talked in past events about the kind of investment formula you have to keep in mind when you're getting your first few students. It can be a little more difficult. You might not be as validated as big businesses or other people that have tons of testimonials and things. So, whether it's offering coupons or whatever your approach is, the first few students are going to be a little harder to grab than future students because they are the ones who are going to validate your product, your curriculum, your coaching, whatever it is. They're the ones who are going to help you create that value that is proven so future students can see you did this, you accomplished this for these students. That means you can do it for them. So, uh, please hop in the comments. Let me know if you're with me so far, if you understand kind of where we're at. But I want to give you a super, super actionable, easy value statement to use. And I'm going to call out right away. I didn't come up with this. This is from Tommy Griffith, who's from Click Minded. It's a fantastic program helping aspiring course creators to develop course businesses. We've done quite a few events with Tommy, and he was fantastic. I took this from him. I want to give him all the credit, but there's no need to reinvent the wheel because he did it so good. Basically, the way this statement works is you're going to take your price plus your benefit plus the time it takes someone to accomplish it. This is your algorithm or your equation for creating a short, concise, clear value statement for potential students. So let's look at what this would actually look like. Hop back and forth, right? So price plus benefit plus time. So we could say for $119, I will show you how to play 5 songs on the guitar in 1 hour. Super clear. This can be a text, this can be an email, super clear. Price, benefit, time. Let's look at another one. For $249, I will teach you to increase your muscle mass by 200% in 1 week. These are not things I can actually do, so don't get excited. But very clear, right? If someone sent this to you, you would know what it costs, how long it takes, and what the gain is, what the benefit is, the transformation, what are people getting? So, once more, for $49, I will send you a customized list of trending hashtags for your industry within 24 hours. Price, benefit, time. This is going to be absolutely critical in your early stage for getting out there. It can be really, really difficult at first to just reach out to people and say that you're selling something. If it's your first time ever selling something, it can feel icky at first, but I want to call back to something I've said in the past. This comes from Kendrick Shope, who's a fantastic educator on marketing concept and everything. But selling is really just the exchange of value for other value. So if you feel icky about selling or you've had bad experiences in the past, you don't have to be that bad experience, but we really, really need to sell our product. It's the only way we're going to build a viable business. And I also want to highlight a couple things about having a free mentality. If you give things away for free, and this is a mistake I have made many times in the past, you're risking a few things. First, I gave away things for free in the past thinking free was fair for the student, but it's not. It gives less incentive. Thinking free was fair for me because I'm not worth enough money. But that's not true, because providing free products gives me less ability to deliver. I don't have the resources I need to follow through on the promise that I made those students. And then I also thought free was more appealing, but that's just not the truth. I've offered free products before and had no replies. And then I've offered discounts on products or $10 for a product and got way more traction. So we have to get used to this. We have to set a price. It can be discounted if you want. If you're trying to get this first group of students, discounts can be a great way to incentivize early on. But price, benefit, time. Once again, if you want to screenshot these examples just so you can easily utilize it, this is a fantastic tool just to start getting yourself out there, seeing if you get replies, seeing what reactions you get. You're going to work this statement over time. You can always change your price. You can always change the way you're phrasing the benefit, and you can always adjust the amount of time. But this is a flexible framework for you to use whenever you're reaching out to potential students. And don't forget, this is one of the key things. We're not just reaching out to individuals. We're trying to reach out to their community. So tag on to every text, every email, every possible way you communicate, whether it's a post or whatever, to potential students. Let them know that if this sounds like you, let's work together. And if this sounds like someone you know, forward this to them. Half of the people in my beta program came from people I had sent this text to, who then forwarded it to someone else. And that person who it was forwarded to is in the beta program. So never underestimate that people will share. People want to help each other. And if your value statement is clear, even if it's not right for that person, likeliness is they know someone who it will be good for. So let me know if this is clear, if it feels usable. Also, feel free, please drop your value statement in the comments. Even if you don't quite have a product yet, play around with it. I would love to see a few value statements pop up. I'm happy to critique them or call them out, but I want to know what you're working with. For me, I am a music producer and musician. I'm building a course on music production. So my value statement would be for $399, I'm going to turn you into a confident and competent music producer in 2 months. That's my value statement. That's how I'm reaching out to people. That's how I'm building my first group of students. All right. So once again, hop in the comments. Let me know if this is clear, if you're with me, if this makes sense. I'm moving fast here today, but there's not a lot of complexity to this. It ultimately just takes you starting to get out there. The beauty of this is with this value statement, and once you just internalize that you're gonna have to put yourself out there, You can start doing this right now, today, in this event if you wanted to. You can text your friends first and foremost. Say, hey, this is my value statement. It might not be you, but do you know anyone? Please share it with them. You can send this to your email list. I know a couple people said they had a small email list. You can say, send just this value statement to them, and then say, reply if you're interested and ask them to share. Start small and ask everyone to share. I can't stress this enough. You're not just looking within your immediate community, you're attempting to activate your immediate community so that then you can reach more people. Also, if you don't have an email list, you can turn to places like meetup.com and host coaching sessions. You can turn to LinkedIn and host polls with your value statement, yes or no. Would you be interested in this? Also, a great thing I've seen creators do is go on LinkedIn and create a poll with 3 or 4 kind of A/B testing of value statements, saying which one would you click on? So crowdsourcing your audience to help you figure out what the best value statement is. So look at this value statement as a flexible, transformative thing. It is not a set in stone equation. That's why I think that equation is so helpful, is because you can continue to evolve it, make it better, and all of those kind of aspects. And last but not least, you are going to have to get okay with the concept of failure. None of us are failing in the long run. If you're learning, you're not a failure, but you're going to get a lot of just no responses. You're going to get a lot of people say, no, not interested. That's just how it is. But I've even had people who said, no, I'm not interested, send it to someone else who says, wow, I'm wildly interested. So you really can't underestimate the degrees of separation that are around your community. So if you feel like, oh, I don't have enough people in my community, you have to activate that community to share your value statement, because with every one of those people, there's another potential 5 and another potential 5. And when you're telling them to share, ask them to forward that exact message. You don't want people revamping your value statement that you've worked hard to construct and make representative of you. So you have to ask them, please forward this. And you never know where that will get and who reaches out. So even if you get turned down, you are getting out there. And if nothing else, you're working this muscle, this ability to put yourself out there and continue refining and get better and move on. Get used to the failure, because it's the only way that you're going to get to success. All right. So I want everyone here today, if you're with me, I want you to make me a promise, and not this kind of promise. I want you to make me this kind of promise. Promise me in the chat, hop in the chat. I will email, I will text, I will call 5 people today. I want you to take that value statement. I want you to wrap it up, make it work for you. And I want you to commit, whether it's today or you say tomorrow, in the next couple days, but today is the best time to do it. I want you to send that value statement to 5 people. It can even be your mom, who knows that she's not interested in it, but ask her to share it with someone that might be interested in it. Once again, you never know who's one level out of your existing community, and those are really the students you want. They're more honest. They don't have that personal relationship. Those are the people we're trying to reach. But hop in the comments. Yes, Laura. Yes, yes. Thank you. I want to see more of these. I want to see more people. I will email or text 5 people today. I want you to show up at future events and let me know if you did. Let me know. Yes. Everybody hop in. I will email 5 people today. I'll make this promise with you too. I'm going to email 5 people today to continue growing my audience. And even if you only get one response, 1 out of 5 is not bad odds for marketing, especially boots on the ground. You also never know how this will proliferate over time and where that value will go. Yes, I love seeing all the people. Comments are blowing up with people committing. Love it, love it, love it. So that's it for my presentation formally today. I want it to be straight to the point. I don't want to overwhelm you. This is just your actionable way to start reaching out to students. Start letting me know if you have any questions or any problems, or you've tried using this, but it doesn't quite feel right. Also, feel free once again to drop a draft of your value statement in the comments. I would love to see some value statements come in, and so we can look at what those look like for all of you all. But I do want to show you a couple of the tools that are built within Teachable that can help you with getting your first 5 students. So there's a variety of tools within the Teachable platform, aside from building courses or coaching products, that can really help you take advantage of these first 5 students. So, and help you grow this initial audience. So, first off, I want to show you what my homepage looks like for my existing course, partly because you need to have some tools set up to collect students. So even once you've gotten your first 5 or as part of your first 5, when you're putting out this value statement, you want somewhere where people can go, see what your product is about, learn a little more about you, and most importantly, put their email in if they're interested. So this is the homepage for the course that I am currently beta testing. This is my sales page. The only difference from this and my final sales page really is that I don't have a purchase option. The course is not available for purchase yet. I'm going to be doing limited enrollment when it is, but this is the key thing here. I have a place where I can say, if you or anyone is interested in this product, it's not available right now, but go to this website, input your email, and you'll get notified with exclusive updates and discount prices when it is. So you need a place where you can direct people, where they can immediately go and engage. You can try and handle all of this over text and email, but as you get out into those outer peripheries of your immediate network, you want a place where people can go and learn more without reaching out to you or contacting you directly, where they can say, I'm interested, I want to be engaged. And the beauty of the Teachable platform as well is you have all of these opt-in checkboxes and everything enabled. So if someone says, yes, you can email me in the future, that person is also automatically added to your email list. That's someone who's interested in future products and all of the like. So this is one great tool that you should have set up, whether it's a sales page or even just your home page. I want to go to jcsoundacademy.com. Even just my basic homepage, I still have an area for people who might be interested in products or interested in something that isn't available right now, so that they can input their information. And I know that's someone that's going to be worth marketing to in the future. The other thing I want to show you is coaching products. So if you're building a course but you haven't played around with coaching yet, I highly recommend building a coaching product for the same transformation and throwing it out there. If you can help 2 to 3 students engage and be in your coaching program, that's going to make your curriculum so much better. It's going to make you better at presenting the information and helping people through all of the transformation. I see some great questions coming in, by the way, and I will get to those soon. Feel free to drop any more questions you have. But you can also use Teachable as kind of your home base for managing your coaching. So, along with your email that says the value statement, if someone replies and says, yes, I am interested, if you have a coaching product built and ready for them, you can say, great, go sign up with this link. It's available. Put in this coupon code to get a discount. Or you can say, I have a special offer for you. You can send them to that page and engage them in the coaching product within Teachable. So these are just a couple tools within Teachable that are super valuable for managing those first 5 students. Why not do it in the same place where you're going to have future coaching and course products? It's so nice to have everything wrapped up in one place. Before I was using Teachable, I was trying to manage a whole bunch of different platforms to make all of this work. Now I can direct people directly to my course sales page. If I'm like, we'll be opening it in the fall, drop in your email, you'll get an exclusive discount for that. If someone is interested in my value statement and wants to do one-on-one or group coaching, I say, great, go to this coaching page, sign up there. It's all streamlined. You'll have an account, you'll get updates. Everything is super professional, super available. So it's also a great way to show those first 5 students right off the bat that even though you're still maybe developing curriculum and you want their feedback and help in that process, you have the systems in place to make the coaching and make everything valuable and easy to work with. Also, it just builds trust to have Teachable's built-in payment platform where you can accept credit cards and all of those kind of things. You don't want to be limited by those options. And once again, it also gives a measurable place to measure money in the bank, which is our measure, not because we're greedy, but once again, because that means we're validating our business, that people are willing to pay for what we're offering. The last thing I wanted to show you as a tool to get students is building a mini course. And I'm doing a little bit of cross promotion here because this is the free mini course that we at Spotlight just launched and built for you. It's called Establish Your Internet Home Base on Teachable. With this mini course in 5 days, we show you how to build a beautiful homepage like the one I just showed you over here. Where is it? To build a beautiful homepage just like this one that represents your brand, has a bio and a headshot, and at the very least has a lead capture form so people can start dropping their emails. You can start collecting leads and growing your email list. But a mini course is a fantastic way to get your first group of students for many reasons. First off, it's a wonderful lead magnet. A mini course can take 1 to 2 weeks at most to build, maybe even less. If you already have a full course and you can take a small section of that and turn it into a free mini course, it's a fantastic lead magnet. You're going to get high value leads, people who you know are really interested in your product, not just mildly or just want a free download, but people who are willing to invest time and engage with your product. So think of a free mini course as it's a lead magnet, so it's a great way to get future leads. It's also a bit of a vetting process for that first group of students who you may want in a bigger course or you may want in a bigger coaching product. So if you can take an existing course or if you're working on a big course and you can section off a small piece of that and turn it into a free mini course, this is a wonderful way to collect potential students. There's many ways to utilize the course. You could track your analytics, see which students are most engaged, and reach out to them directly and say, you're very engaged. Would you like to be in this exclusive program? It's just a wonderful way to capture and filter out students who are really interested. Just to get an idea of kind of what this curriculum looks like, you can see we built it into a 5-day challenge. Each day takes maybe 10 to 15 minutes. We wanted to make it super easy for everyone to make work within a busy life. Quickly to answer Carol's question, yes, there will be a replay of this video. It'll be on YouTube and the Spotlight event page. It'll also be emailed to you if you signed up for the event. Just want to answer that question in case, Carol, you have to go. Don't fret, all of this will be available later. But you can see that each one of these videos is 1 to 3 minutes max. The longest is 7 minutes, and that's because that's the one where we build a whole homepage. I guess the longest one is 9 minutes because there's some complexities with adding a domain name depending on your provider. But we lay it all out, and it's a fantastic way to get people engaged. And then you know that any student who has gone through the mini course is ready for your other products. So big, big, big fan of mini courses, both for developing lead magnets to help you refine your curriculum, and then as a fantastic way to filter students, to educate students. You can think of building mini courses as a prerequisite for your other products. So if you have a whole course on sourdough baking, but you really want people to have a basic understanding of just moving around the kitchen or sourdough in general, build a mini course about just basic kitchen habits, like how to cut things, how to do the basic things. And then at the end of the course, you can upsell them on your full course. So that's another beauty of a mini course. It's a great place to upsell people on products. Well, if you finish this mini course, would you be interested in the full product or some one-on-one coaching? But the other beauty is, that anyone who's finished your mini course is ready for other products. They've already got this baseline of information that they need to take full advantage of their other products. So it's another reason I love mini courses is it's a really, really great way to guarantee customer satisfaction in the long run. Often creators will start out by assuming that people know the basics when often the basics are the things you have to teach first and foremost. If you want to build a big course that really goes into all of the nitty gritty of whatever topic or transformation you're trying to tackle, a mini course is a great way to guarantee that everyone who enters that course already has the basics down or whatever prerequisites are in place or needed in place for students to take full advantage of that. So we're going to do more events about mini courses. We've done past events about mini courses, but I'm going to keep hammering it home. It's such a wonderful way to build a lead magnet. I mean, all of the value I've just explained, it's a multifaceted super marketing lead magnet development tool. I highly recommend, if you already have a big course, build a free mini version of it just for one little section of it. Bite off a little piece. That's something you can offer to gather leads and also to help grow your business and filter out ideal students for beta programs or bigger products that you need those students to be invested and have the criteria they need to take full advantage of it. So, that's everything I have to show you today. Please, we got some more time, so hop in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. I really tried to keep this event a little shorter and more to the point. I want to give you actionable tools where you can really take advantage of it. I'm going to put one more time, just in case anyone missed it, this value statement up here. Take a screenshot of it. Use it however you want. Once again, this is coming from Tommy Griffith. If you want to see, he has a whole event we did with him on Spotlight called How to Get Your First 1,000 Students. He employs a whole bunch of more advanced techniques to expand this idea, but this basic value statement is gold, and I had to share it with you because it's too valuable to give up on. So take this with you, lock it down, screenshot it, write it into your brain. This is going to be the key to you getting future students. So lock this down. But all right, I want to answer a couple of questions that have popped in. So let's take a look. Carol was asking, do you talk about niche and niching down? I am not specifically talking about that for this event. We will have future events about niching down and what kind of tactics you can employ. I would say, in general, my advice to you, Carol, is focus less on what the right niche is and focus more on what the problem is you can solve. When you're really, really clear about what the problem is customers have, and how you can solve it, and making sure that you have a bite-sized problem you can solve, not all their problems, not many problems, but one clear transformation. And you can say, I will take you from this point to this point in this amount of time for this money. You will have your niche in doing so. So I recommend focusing a little less on the genre of your niche or specifically what it's called. Focus on the problem. The problem, if you can solve it and if you accomplish it, will reveal your niche. All right. And I do recommend niche. I'm just saying there's other ways to get there than sitting there looking at hashtags trying to figure out exactly what your niche is. Focus on the problems. The niche will reveal itself. Um, Carol was also saying mini courses exciting. Yes, huge, huge fan of mini courses. Okay, let's keep going here. Shade Fitzgerald was saying, I really want to do a course on starting a business. So how would I crunch this into a mini course? Awesome question. I love this. So, um, Shade, I want you to think about if your big course is going to be starting a business, what are some of the prerequisites that someone needs in order to start a business? Having started a few businesses of my own, I could give some ideas like just getting an LLC. That could be in its own thing. Accounting for businesses. That's a big topic, but you could just build it down into building a spreadsheet for your cash or accrual method. You could just explain basic business terms as a mini course. Think of what prerequisites or what basic knowledge students can learn in a week, 1 to 5 days. Think total, maybe 3 to 5 hours of invested time. What can you teach someone that by the time they enter your full course on starting a business will make them so much more capable to take advantage of the full course? Choose one of the many little problems inside the big problem of starting a business and make that into a mini course. If you want, it's always great to turn to Google and look what questions people are asking. Open an incognito window and start just typing the kind of questions that people might type into Google. Look at the recommended searches. That's going to be one way to see it. Go look at YouTube, see what questions people are asking. There's ways to guide that. But ultimately, within the genre of starting a business, you could have 4 or 5 mini courses for just individual things like getting a business license, accrual accounting, locking down your brand, like little tiny problems you can solve for people so that by the time they get to your bigger products, they are ready to take full advantage of it and are excited for it. So Shade, let me know if that helped or if you have any follow-up questions with that. I love that question. It can be hard to figure that out, but once again, if you take the big problem, try and look at all the little problems you can solve within it. Each one of those is a potential mini course. Haran, it's great to see you here. I love you're in all these events. It's a blast to have you here. Haran had a question. I'm giving a free 5 hours long mini course to get leads. You think this is too long? No, I think that's a pretty reasonable place to be sitting. I wouldn't go much longer than that, both for yourself, what you have to build. You want to make sure that a mini course is something you can knock out in a week or so. 5 hours does seem like a fair amount of content if that's video content. So my only caution would be make sure that you can put this out within the next month. I don't think a mini course is worth you sweating over for years. You want to get it out there. You can always refine it. Haran, if you can put this out within the next week and put out a 2 hour version and add the other 3 hours over time, do it. Get it out there, but focus mostly on are you solving the problem and can you put this out in a timely fashion? It's so valuable to have it out there. You'll start getting feedback and all of this, and it'll get better. Shade was asking kind of a similar question. How long is a mini course? Once again, focus on the problem, not the length. Focus on a small problem that you can solve and make sure that you can build this mini course within the next few weeks, at most a month. The goal is to get it out there, start capturing leads, get feedback, have those comment sections open in Teachable, ask people to give feedback. You will make it better over time. You can always add lessons and stuff like that. So there is no equation, but start maybe with what can I teach someone to do in 2 hours? That's your max. Start with that, Shade. See if you can accomplish that. If you can accomplish that, it'll all make more sense over time. Um, Awesome, Shade. I'm so glad that that's helping you. Carol was asking, does it have to be 5 consecutive days? Can it be 5 Sundays? Can it be 1 hour each? Or is that too long? Carol, the course I was showing of the 5 days, that is, the 5 days is a challenge. You can take as long as you want through that course to get through it. We just are trying to incentivize people to do it within 5 days. So that's more of a marketing approach. We build it around that day method, just to get people to show them as well that in 5 days, 10 to 15 minutes a day, you can have this product. So you don't have to do 5 days. You can market it however you want. Just focus once again on total as far as like the amount of time it takes someone to put in. What can I teach someone in 2 hours or less? I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any more questions with that. And Shade had one more question there. With the mini course, would you suggest adding consultation services to get some polls or add more value to my course? With a free mini course, it's a great place to add upsells. So I wouldn't give people free consulting by any means. That is your personal time. You're an expert in your field. You deserve to get paid money for your time. But the beauty of a mini course is you can have an upsell within the course that says, hey, if you're at this point, I offer, so maybe lesson 3, if you're talking about locking down your business name, which can be a place where people get really held up. What should my business be? What should the name of it be? You can have within that module, it says, want to book a coaching session? Book it on this calendar. It costs $35 for 20 minutes with me, but I'll help you lock down a business name that represents your brand and makes you proud. So it's a wonderful place to upsell on those consulting services. But once again, don't offer things for free if it's your direct time. Even if you're starting out small, you can start with a cheaper price. You can also always use the basic marketing of saying, since you're in this mini course, I would normally charge $80 an hour for my consulting, but for you right now at this point, you can get it for $10. That's a great way to offer value, let people know what you're worth, but also get them incentivized to just pay something. But like I said, it is more fair for you, for your students, and for the economy of creators who depend on making money off of this, to charge something. It's going to make you perform better, your students perform better, and it's going to add more value to what you're offering because you're getting investment and taking investment from people. So I hope that answered your question there. Feel free to pop any more questions you have. We have a few more minutes before we have to wrap up, but that is everything I have for you today. I still am going to challenge you. I didn't see any value statements in the comments. So if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, I want to see some of those value statements. You never know if someone else watching here today might be interested in what you have to offer. So even think of this event here today in that comment section as an opportunity to get out there. I'll accept any value statement that's in the comments as the first of 5 that you all promised you would send out. So I want to see those value statements, whether you're here or in the or in the replay. I want to see those in there. You got to start getting out there and playing with it to get good at it. And then Shade, last question I will answer before wrapping up. Does the upsell option in Teachable, so is Teachable have the upsell option? Yes, you can upsell at the end of a course. You can bundle products. So when someone signs up for the mini course right off the bat, you can say, hey, if you're interested in this mini course, you can also pick up my coaching products for cheap. So you can do that at the beginning when someone signs up. You can do it at the very end. Now that you've accomplished the course, would you like to buy this? You can offer upsells throughout the course itself. There's a bunch of opportunity to do so within Teachable. We'll have a whole separate event about affiliate marketing and upsells and all of that, but it's all there within the Teachable product. It's all accessible. And with these bundles and other things that Teachable is offering now, it makes it really, really easy of how to do that. Oh, and I will answer this one since I'm asking everyone to do it. Shade was saying, can you give us an example of a value statement? Yes, I can. I'll put these here on the screen. And then I'll also say, like, for my own course, what I'm telling people is for $399, I'm going to teach you to be a competent and confident music producer in 2 months. That's my version. These are a couple other examples. Oh, Shade, you are so close, but I want you to use this specific format. Yes, I'm starting to see these in here. I love it. Keep dropping those value statements in there. I'm excited to see them. I'll come back after and leave a comment here if you're adding them in the replay. Super excited to see your value statements. And for everyone here too, if you see someone offering something you're interested in, reach out to them. You never know what that collaboration could lead to. So Just to wrap up today, hop in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful, if this was useful, if there's any problems you're still facing related to this. Let me know as well. We are committed to building events to help you solve these problems. So we want to understand the problems that you're facing, whether they're related to this event or other problems you're having within Teachable for courses or coaching products or digital products, anything like that. Let me know. Let me know if you had a good time today. And if you learned something, please like and subscribe to the Spotlight YouTube channel and set those notifications so that you can hear about future upcoming events. And also, if you don't have a Teachable account yet, you can start one completely free. You can join that mini course that we're offering if you want to learn how to build a homepage with a lead capture form and start collecting leads so you have an audience to reach out to in the future. But you can do all of that for free and you can get started today. The link is in the description to start your free Teachable account. It's so valuable to get in there and start playing around with the product so that when you're ready to launch your products, you're not learning the platform at the same time. The link to the mini course is also in the description there. If you do sign up for it, say hello in the comments. I'm in that course answering all the comments, so I'm super excited to see you there. And if you are struggling specifically with the marketing aspect of your course, we have a free PDF in the description as well. It's called How to Sell an Online Course. In that PDF, we outline a bunch of different methods for all of the challenges that are faced with growing an audience and building an online course. We also link to a bunch of past Spotlight events, but the specific clips where these awesome creators who have built successful businesses are giving you really valuable information. So if you want a guide that teaches you how to sell and market your online products, grab that PDF. It's totally free. It's not even email gated, which is bad. I would not recommend to others, but we really just want you to take that and grab it and be able to use it. So that's in there as well. Also, make sure to check out the other events this week. Tomorrow, we are going to be diving a little more into specifically how to take an existing curriculum if you're a teacher or educator and turn it into an online course. We're going to outline some tips and tricks for doing so. If you already have a validated curriculum, but you're just looking to bring it online, please attend tomorrow's event. And on Thursday, we are going to be sitting down with Darnell Brown, who is a fantastic creator who's focused on helping entrepreneurs tackle all of the complexities with building an online business within their busy lives. So we're going to be sitting down and talking to him about creating courses amidst a busy life, some of the hacks he's figured out and focus tools he has to make sure that the time you're sitting down to work on your online course is going to be valuable and impactful. Shade just answered the question. The PDF is in the description of the YouTube video. If you are watching on the Spotlight event page, it'll pop up in the replay. It'll also be there along with the replay after the event. So make sure to check it out there. And once again, link to sign up for a free Teachable account is in the description. Get in there, start playing around. It's totally free to just get started. And most of the tools we've talked about today are part of that free plan. So you can do a lot just with that free plan, including building a mini course and starting to collect leads. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for engaging. I see all of those value statements there. I'm going to take the last second here just to put these up. I think these are beautiful. For $229, I will teach you how to articulate your personal brand in 5 steps that you can do at your own pace. Love it. For $199, I will teach you how to paint with acrylics in 4 weeks. Love it. For only $200, I will teach you the how-tos of starting a successful, profitable business. Shade, one thing you're missing is the time. I love it yet. In 4 weeks. Love it. And if that's hard Facebook ads, make sure to stick around. We are going to do future events for that. And then Carol, for $297, I will teach you to reprogram your subconscious mind in success in 7 1-hour sessions. Everybody, I love it. I love it. Y'all are taking that. Now take that, send it to 5 people. Today, send it to 5 people tomorrow. If you are ready to start working with students, prove your transformation, and grow your online business, get out there. Get that value statement out there. It's clear, it's concise. You're solving problems. Trust yourself. And I guarantee you're going to start a snowball effect and you'll have more students than you can handle in no time. Everyone, it's been an absolute delight hanging out with you. I always love hearing what you're up to. Feel free to drop your course or coaching products, drop a link to them in the comments so everyone can see what you're offering. It's always a blast to hang out with you. I hope to see you all tomorrow and in future events. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.